Hey guys, if y'all hear any banging, they're working right next door to my office, so it's fun. Let's see. All right, I've got Carson, Lindsay, Caitlin, Christy, Ashley, and Elizabeth. Probably need to check on Dr. Wyman because she's normally up here pretty early. Christy, did you have anybody that emailed you?
The only one I heard from was Lindsay.
Lindsay, okay. Well, maybe we have some ideas from here today.
And then I did just see the email about the Christmas parade too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out on that one. So you guys are gonna have to be y'all can make a decision about that without me, but I will be hopefully having a 2-week-old baby, I hope, or a week old. I'm hoping 2 weeks.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh, I hope they won't let me make me go over that far. Whew. Miserable.
I'll be with you in a moment. I'm gonna be on mute. I'm with a student, so I'll be right with you.
Okay. Christy, what Lindsay, because you're up here now, right? Did you say it was Lindsay that messaged you?
Yeah, me and Lindsay talked for about 15-20 minutes.
Okay. Did y'all have any ideas on anything you guys wanted to do?
We came up with a couple of lists, and then I did some research on my own, kind of trying to go with the October festival theme or whatever.
Okay.
So we had came up with, Lindsay said something about throwing paint-filled balloons at some of us covered in white.
I don't know about that one.
I know it's a little unorthodox. You know how like in high school, they would do that with the coaches and stuff. And instead of doing it with like the professors and stuff, I thought about, having the student volunteer, and me being the weird one I would be a volunteer to allow something like, it's something different and fun. I know it's a college and it's supposed to be kind of structured and I guess professional in a way.
It's kind of like a Dunkin' booth with just one person, and then you would just throw the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, a couple of us could volunteer to rotate out so the same person's not getting beat all to mess.
Oh. I bet students would like that though. I think they would like it.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. I came up with like the mummy making, where you have like get groups and you break them up in groups, and it's a race to wrap each other in toilet paper to see who wins.
Oh, that's a cute idea too.
There was another one like scarecrow making, like where you break up in groups and you try to build a scarecrow with like some flannel shirts and some jeans. Pumpkin bowling.
Oh yeah, that would be cute. Yeah, the only thing that I worry about, well, last year wasn't that bad, but I just worry like not everybody's going to come at one time, and then it's going to be like sporadic, and then we only have like one person come up, you know what I mean? Now last time it was like everybody flocked at one time in the spring, but I just don't know. I'm just worried about the involvement, and then we only have, if you need groups or whatever, which really those you would only need 2 people. You could do it as one person against another person.
Yeah, and then I came up with maybe we could buy like, because I found them really super cheap, so I would come out of pocket for it. I don't mind. The photo booth props. We can make a photo booth.
Oh, that's a cute idea.
And that's it.
Well, that's a lot of good ideas.
I mean, and then you've got like the basic bake sale type deal, which everybody likes food. So I
Yeah.
mean, there's that.
Well, the bake sale thing, I don't know. They've gotten really funny about people bringing in.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't know if anybody's allergic to anything and
Right.
stuff like that, and I get that.
Yeah. Last spring we bought like cakes from Walmart when we did it, the little pre-made cakes. Granted, it went super fast, way too fast.
Yeah, because once they got in the rhythm of the whole picking a number and dancing to the music and making it a circle, it was over.
Yeah, it was it. That was it. All right, I'm gonna wait for a few more minutes till Dr. Wyman gets up here, and then I mean, you guys can talk. You guys can, if you guys want to talk with each other about what you guys think y'all want to do. You know, it's gonna be y'all's thing, so y'all are gonna have to organize it and all of that. And Bisa, what was your last name again?
Target.
Say that again.
Target.
Spell it for me.
Hargett.
Got it. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, it's really loud.
I can't hear it.
You can't. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not teaching right now. I just had a class at 10, so they didn't start until like 20 minutes ago. So, whew.
Tell you how my week is. I messaged Lindsay yesterday because I thought yesterday was today.
I thought I saw you join. I thought I saw you join the meeting or something, and I was like, I think she's got the wrong day.
Lindsay was like, I think it's the 6th. I was like, I'm sorry, I worked last night. I don't know what date it is.
Ooh, I'm like that too. If I have so much stuff on my calendar right now, I can barely keep up with everything between my kids being sick all the time and my doctor appointments. And it's a lot.
So I did look into a fundraiser though. Just so everybody knows, I did look into the Krispy Kreme donut fundraiser. They do it 2 ways. They do it where we can get a list and we can sell the boxes by the list. So when we go to Krispy Kreme, all we pick up is the amount that have been ordered.
Okay.
Or we can prepay for a allotted amount, depending on how many boxes we decide to sell. And you just either you sell them or you don't. So the catch with that is if we don't sell all the boxes, we're going to lose some money that we put into it.
What about like,
Yeah,
go ahead, Lindsay.
sorry. I had looked into something like that too, but you know, kids a lot of times, like I have a son, they do the candy. I just had to turn in his Candyman thing, but they do the donut thing too. And there's so many kids that do it all at once. I felt like maybe that would, you know, I was worried that wouldn't work because I had looked into that too. So I kind of just figured, you know what, we'll just leave it for the little kids because adults kind of trying to sell donuts. I felt like people would be a little bit like,
Yeah, and then I looked into the candy sale.
When, you know, we looked into that before where it was those bars, the chocolate bars, and it was those really good ones that you sell for like $1. It was like the caramel and all those or whatever, but they, and I can't remember how much, but Dr. Wyman, they went up on their shipping price. Like it was like insane, the amount of money. Like we ended up getting like, I don't even know, a ridiculous, like teeny tiny amount after all the work. Ashley just posted, what about a 50-50 raffle, which could work. If you guys would be interested in doing that. I think
I'm all for doing the 50-50 raffle. I think that maybe if we reach out to some of our local restaurants and stuff like that, that maybe they'll give like, even if it's a small discount coupon to add to a raffle basket or something.
right.
But the thing is, it's going to take all of us, like Miss Carson's having a baby. So like, we're all going to have to be involved. It can't just fall on one person in the group or 2 people. And I literally only heard from Lindsay.
Yeah. Yep. Dr. Wyman, since you're joining us back, so Christy had some ideas, Lindsay and her talked, and there were some suggestions. I'll let Christy reiterate those again.
Well, that's okay. I can watch the video. I don't have to hear right now. We don't have to go over old business. But Ashley, do you have a video? can we see you, Ashley? Oh, there she is. And hey, Elizabeth, how are you? I wanted to talk to Elizabeth and to you guys also. Ashley, Ms. Carson just said that you had talked to me about doing the 50-50. So did you want to talk about that? What your idea was? I did suggest that you send it to Christy, but it got lost in the shuffle, I guess. So Ashley, you want to talk about that? Oh, okay. Okay, so type through the chat then. Let's see.
Oh, and I just want to say, I know y'all see me keep looking over. My son broke my computer that I'm on right now, so I have pieces of everybody that I can quickly see. And I have been rushing around. I had to go buy a computer today, and then as soon as I got my new computer, our power got cut off because they're working on the lines where I live. So,
Oh, God.
Bless your
so I'm
heart.
at my father-in-law's house.
Okay,
Lizzie,
while
you're
we're
having
waiting,
my day yesterday.
I know. While we're waiting for Ashley, I just wanted to tell you, Lizzie, I did talk with Chuck Munford about the band. Did he talk to you? Did he get back to you, Lizzie?
Yeah, he told me yesterday something about like a license was keeping him from doing it.
Right.
Something like that.
Right. The college requires any live performing group to have a license to perform. And when I was emailing back and forth with Chuck, he said that typically they don't have a license. He said where they perform usually has the license. And they usually perform, I don't know, like wherever they do, but so it's not gonna, a live band won't work out for us unless that particular group has a live performing license. So I'm sorry that didn't work out. That would have been so nice to have a live.
Yeah, it would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, it would have been really good. Okay, so let's see. Ashley said we could just do a raffle where people buy tickets for $1 or $2 or some similar price. We would get half of the money raised and the individual winner would get the other half. And yeah, it wouldn't require much involvement from students. We'd have to have a we'd have to have tickets somehow, right? And also because it's going to be, if we want to do a fundraiser, we have to get permission to do the fundraiser at the Oktoberfest. So we would have to get permission to do that there.
Should
I
we
have
do the-
one question. Sorry.
No,
Whoever
you're
I
good.
interrupted, I'm so sorry. I had asked, I can't even see her name because of the crack in my computer, Christy or Misty or
Christy.
Sorry.
You're good.
I had asked her if it was specifically for students and staff, because I kind of felt like, if we could kind of widen it a little bit, like it would possibly help out more, like inviting students' families or something like that to come out there, or, I'm just using word of mouth in a way of trying to get awareness to get some people out there other than staff and students.
I can ask the question. I don't know the answer, but I will ask the question.
Okay.
And I will, we're trying to use our Facebook page. So when I find out these things, I will post them all on Facebook. So you'll all know at the same time and you'll all be reading the same thing. Okay. So right now I have down, and we have to ask, do we want to do the 50-50? I mean, I don't know what do we want to do then? I guess I should have heard the beginning part.
Yeah, so we talked about Lindsay and Christy had talked about some ideas of things to do for the fall festival. One of them was like Lindsay's idea was kind of cool, where it's kind of like a dunking booth, but instead of a dunking booth, one person gets you can throw, what was it, like white? What did you say? White?
Like the person's wearing white, a student or something, like volunteers wearing white, and you like throw balloons full of like tie-dye paint or something like that. I mean, it's different. I
That's
figured,
fun.
I think it's fun. It sounds
I think
fun.
it's fun.
and my
Um,
kid would love to be there to do that. So I mean,
What would you call that? Like, paint?
I
a
was thinking
skin?
like a splash throw is what we could call it. maybe.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah, I like it.
We-
and then yeah, Christy had some other ideas, right?
yeah, I came up with like we could do the mummy making. What you do is you break them in groups and then they wrap one individual in toilet paper to create a mummy, and whoever does it first wins.
That's good too.
I was thinking we could do like a scarecrow making where like we bring in like 3 flannel shirts, 3 pairs of jeans, get some straw. There's enough straw out there if it's in the same spot that it was before, and stuff like do it as a competition between the groups, like have 3 groups at a time running, stuffing a scarecrow, and whoever stuffs it first wins.
That's a good idea.
And then pumpkin bowling where you bowl with pumpkins.
Oh, that's cute too.
Mhm.
I
And then
see.
someone else said face painting, I think.
Yeah,
Lizzie. I guess
Yeah.
Lizzie went off for some reason, but she
She's
said,
trying to get back in. I see her.
okay, she's saying to charge like $1 or $2 for donations, right?
I don't
So
know
that
if we
would
can-
be,
Do you know if we can do that though?
well, I know, that's what I'm saying. We have, for fundraisers, we have to get permission to raise money.
Yeah. I just
So-
don't know if we could, I don't know if we can do the fundraiser during the fall festival, because I think the point of the fall festival is just to have fun and make it about community, our school involvement. I just don't know if we can, I feel like we need to separate the two, I don't know.
We
Let's
could
see.
do like fall bingo.
I didn't hear you.
Okay.
Caitlin said, what time? We don't know the time yet. And then Carson is saying, do we have to be there? Well, if you're doing an activity, you have to be here to do it. So,
And
but I don't know what time. I'm guessing it's going to be around 11. Christy, do you remember the time it was last year? It was like over the lunch hour, right? It was like
It was
11
like
to
from
2.
like I think it was from like 11:30 to 2. It ran in that frame.
Yeah, something like
And I know
that.
they're having a food truck again this year, so I know it's gonna be during lunchtime, I feel like.
Yeah, so if it starts at 11:30, you want to be here by 11 to get everything set up, whatever we decide to do. And
if you're doing the face painting and they won't allow donations, and you do a tip jar and then give it for a donation?
well, that's what I don't know. I mean, that if we can't charge, I have to ask, because I asked about this before when we did a donut thing. And I said, well, we should have a tip jar, when we are doing the donuts. And they said, well, you have to get special permission for that. So I have to get permission to do that.
Because
So,
not charging, and because it's just like when I was in high school and I was working at Burger King or I was working at Payless, and people thought it was a good job and they still tipped me, and my manager was like, your drawer is over, and I was like, that's because they tipped me. They gave me the money after they counted my drawer. So it's not like it's a donation, they just tipped me, so I just gave the
yeah.
the money.
Yep. Okay, so have you decided on something that we want to do? What's fall bingo? What's that?
It deals with like fall. I don't know. I was trying to just brainstorm ideas.
Okay, well, if you want to send that detail to Christy, so we get your thoughts together on it and send it to Christy. So she'll know exactly what it is.
I went to a fall festival and they had like a jar, like they put like like people can like put their guesses to see how many is in like a jar.
Oh, like count the jelly beans or something? Like how many jelly beans are in this jar?
We could fill a pickle jar full of candy corn and tell them to guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then how are we gonna know? Like, are we gonna count everyone that goes in?
I guess I'll be the nice person and I'll count all the candy corn as I fill the jar.
Well, you can
Sometimes
know how
the
many are
package-
in the bags that you use and then.
Yeah, sometimes the count is in there, right? So
Yeah.
if you want to do that, that would be kind of a fun thing to do, like just a guessing game. you know, so-
Ashley, I know you're in, or I think it's Ashley, or maybe Elizabeth. Y'all are in the creative literacy arts. I was just worried about like painting and stuff. I figured they did that last year, the painting thing. So I just don't
They're
want to do
gonna-
anything anybody else is.
They're gonna
do.
paint pumpkins.
Oh, they're painting pumpkins. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna do the pumpkins and then we're gonna have like a contest. And then first, there's gonna be first place, second place, third place. First
Okay.
place is gonna win a gift card, and then the other two are gonna win candy.
Okay.
So
I just
Okay.
want to make sure we weren't going to do anything overlapping. with
I
that.
think we're gonna paint too. I don't know if Ashley, are we gonna be painting canvases too? If you can put that in the chat.
No, just John Pumpkins. Okay. All right. So it sounds like we have a bunch of ideas. I don't know if you guys, do you think we should do like a vote on this or,
Do we want to narrow the list a little bit? Like take
Yeah.
some things off, add, like remove some things?
yep.
Also, we want to think about what do you want to give out for prizes and that, do you want to give out just candy or do you want to give out something else? I'm sure candy is going to be a big theme because it's going to be right around Halloween.
Are you doing
But,
that?
I don't know if you want to give something, like we could do apples or something, I don't know. But you could do something other than candy if you want to. It's up to you. You could just get some little, like, go to the Dollar Tree, get some, like school supplies kind of things or something like that, or some little candles or something. And then, because we are going to be able to ask for money, so we can put in a request for, they never tell us how much. We have to say what we think we're going to spend. So, but it has to be a reasonable amount. It can't be over $100 for sure. And that's even kind of a little high. But because, well, I guess at the Fall Fest, it was around $75, I think, with the cakes and what else did we have?
I think that was
I don't
it.
know.
Is
We
it
brought
possible?
everything else.
Is it possible to do like a $10 or $15 gas card or something?
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Or even just a regular Visa gift card.
yeah. Where do you get a Visa gift card? You got those?
You
at-
You
can
can
buy
get
it
them
at
at
any-
Walmart.
Mhm.
Or any gas station.
Oh, okay.
But again,
Oh, yeah,
like it
we
just
were,
depends on what you're doing, obviously if it's like, if you're gonna have something like the mummy wrapping, you may have lots of different groups, so you don't want to have to buy, I guess you could buy 10, but we don't want more than $100. So I don't know, it just depends on what it is you guys decide to do on what.
Do we want to get together the day before and like work on the signs so Miss Carson and Dr. Wyman are not having to do that? Like a couple of us get together and make the signs for our tables and stuff like that. Take some of the weight off of them.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I mean, we can have a meeting place like the coffee shop or something like that in Williamston, or where, I don't know where everybody lives, but like a halfway point or something like that.
We couldn't do it at the school.
You can meet at the school if you come to
Or,
the
yeah.
school. If you come to the school, we actually have, what is that rolled paper that we have, Mary?
Oh, yeah, we have,
It's like construction paper, but it's
Yeah.
on big rolls.
yeah, so you guys could just cut whatever color you want and write on it, then you don't have to buy anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we can get that stuff. right out of the faculty lounge and put it in whatever colors you choose, and you can work on it in the student lounge right over here. There's all kinds of tables and stuff like that. So is that convenient for people to get to school?
I can definitely make it.
Okay, so you guys have to decide when you're gonna do it, like the day before, so that would be October 23rd, which is what, no, that's a Sunday. So you'd have to do it the week before that, like the Thursday or Friday, the 20th or not Friday. I'm not on campus on Friday, so I don't know if Miss Carson will be here or not.
I mean, I'll be here in the morning.
So the 20th would be a Thursday before. Or any day that week would be fine, but Monday through Thursday.
Any day but Wednesday. Because I have the art meeting is that day. And then me and Ashley wouldn't be there for this meeting. The one for the ABG and the PTK.
Okay, but what time is your meeting for your lit club?
It's on the 19th at 11 o'clock.
The 19th at 11, and then would you be able to do something before that or after?
Yeah, anything in between there would work fine.
Well, we actually were gonna do an ABG meeting that day on the 20th at 11:30. I have down. So if we wanted, we could just meet in person and just everybody could work on the side.
That's fine.
I'm up for that.
That works.
And then Elizabeth just sent a really good point. She said they looked into the Visa gift card and there was a $3.99 fee to activate it, which is that's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's kind of crazy. So I personally I would say no to that because that's wasted.
Yeah, especially if you're only going to do a $5 gift card. Yeah, so
I think you guys really just need to decide what we want to do and then go from there.
Yeah. I feel like if we do the guessing game, like we fill the jar with candy corn or whatever, and we do a guessing game, we can give out more prizes by making little candy gift bags.
right.
It all depends on what everybody else wants to do. I'm up for anything.
Are you gonna have you could have how many jars are you gonna have? Because you could have like jars of different things, different size jars of different things, and then people guess on the different ones, and then they just win that. Right? The closest one wins.
Yeah, because there's all kinds of Halloween candy. Like there's little chocolate eyeballs. There's
all kinds of stuff. So that might be something you want to consider. I mean, I like the guessing game thing. I like that paint thing. I think that's hilarious.
I'm all for the paint. I don't mind, and I don't mind having paint thrown at me. So
me either. So I feel like it would be something fun and different, and I don't know.
I think
maybe
people would pay for that, right?
Yeah,
people would pay to do that.
So would everyone just get a turn to throw, or would they have to do something to get a turn to throw? You know what I mean?
that's actually not. I didn't think of it that way. Like doing something to get a turn to throw would be interesting.
Yeah,
too.
like that's their prize. That's kind of the fun thing they get to do.
Yeah.
maybe we could ask them trivial questions about Martin Community College.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then if they're wrong, they don't get to throw it. But if they're right, they get to throw it.
I like that.
Or you could do Halloween trivia too. You could
That too.
But you could mix them in. You don't have to choose one or the other. You could mix them in.
Yeah, that's true. It could be both.
Yep.
Yeah, you just pick a question, right? Or you have questions in there, and they
Well,
just
like-
pick a question.
Doing like on index cards and stuff like that, have them pick up a card and stuff like that, and that's the question they get asked type thing.
Right, yeah. So
I
that's
think
kind of
that sounds
fun.
like a great idea. And then you know what? That's not really going to cost very much money. I mean,
Dollar
besides,
Tree.
yeah.
And then
Well,
for
now, do you know how to
participating, we
make
could make.
the paint balloons? Do y'all know how to do that? I don't.
Oh, I got you.
Well, what all you have to do with the balloons is
I
You've
got
done
you,
this
don't
before.
you buy the water balloons and you fill them with like tie-dye paint,
Mhm.
It's not like the acrylic paint, like tie-dye paint. So it's
Okay.
not harmful or anything like that.
Mhm.
Or you
And-
fill it with face paint.
Or that. I didn't think about the face paint.
So how expensive are those paints? I have no idea.
I think that at the Dollar Tree, I think I saw them that it was like the 5 main colors for $1 for the pack of like
Okay.
kid finger paint.
Oh,
And then
okay.
you get you can get like 50 to 20, 25 to 50 balloons for like $1, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Okay.
So
All right.
And-
So when you guys shop, make sure that you keep your receipts and write your name on it so that I know who to give the money to when we get funds. So do you think that $75 would cover everything? The
Yeah.
candy?
yeah, definitely.
But you know, like the candy, like I think at Dollar Tree too, they have, if you're gonna do, say you do 5 jars, you could get like 5 jars there. Or are you just gonna use like jars from your house?
Well, are we doing the jars? I thought we were doing.
Oh, I
the-
thought we were doing the jars. No, we're not doing the
Oh,
jars.
whichever you guys want to do, it's perfect.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do both things. I thought we were gonna do
Oh,
both
okay. You were
things.
thinking about doing the jars and the.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, can we do both?
yeah, we can. Yeah, we can do both.
So my question is, before we go any further, is there anyone else besides me and Lindsay that's going to volunteer to be paint thrown at them? And the only
Uh,
reason
would
I
I-
ask is that way Lindsay and I can work out our time frame so we both get decent amount of breaks during this situation.
Well, see, here's how I thought of it. If we only get 1 or 2 students, like let's say it's me and you, we can get like certain it's cheap to find white t-shirt and stuff like that. So
Oh, my husband's a
getting
painter. I got you. I'm
yeah,
good.
so what we can do is we have one student volunteer while the other one is, break-in or whatever. And then when it's time to rotate, that student gets a break. If we don't have no more than just 2 people to volunteer, it'll still kind of give us breaks from being beat to death by balloons. Yeah.
And then at least we would need at least one more person to run the guessing game on the table.
Yes, I would agree.
Right.
I mean, and again, you guys don't have to be there like that. If we get enough people, you guys can split up the time slots to, 30, 45 minute time slots, if we had enough volunteers.
So
I would
Ashley
do it.
said she'll be in costume and she will not be able to participate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
And
right.
she's
And
probably
you guys
helping already with the
you
other
guys are also doing the
literary arts.
literary club stuff. So, oh boy. Okay. Well, Bisa, are you going to be able to be here for the 24th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so would you do the guessing game for the candies?
Sure.
Okay, so that, and then how about you, Carson and Caitlin?
I don't mind making like the goodie bags for the guessing game.
Okay,
Okay.
but are you going to be here?
Yeah.
Are you going to be here for the festival? And then are you going to be able to be here to help with the signs and all that on the 20th, right? Was it the 20th?
Do you know what time is like the fall festival?
I don't know what time it is. I'll let you know. I'm thinking it's going to be like 11 to 1:30. I would plan on 11 to 2 to be here on campus 11 to 2. Will that
We will
work
be
for you?
there. That'll work.
That works?
I don't mind helping with making the signs and stuff either.
So can you be here on the 20th to do that at 11:30?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you both can? Okay, so we have.
Yes,
how
ma'am.
about- So, Lizzie and Ashley, can you be here to help with the signs on the 20th?
Yes, ma'am. Should be able
And
to.
Visa?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be
Oh,
there.
wow. So you, okay, so you can all be here. So that's, how much, I can't count that high. 7, 6 of you, 7 of you.
And maybe on the 20th, you guys, if you wanted, we could work out a little schedule. You could work out a schedule so that everybody doesn't have to be.
And that would be a
Yeah.
perfect time for you to bring in your jars, bring in your candy, have all of that. And so you can all work on it together so that you get everything done the way that you want it to be done.
I do have, oh, sorry.
Oh, no, fine. Go ahead.
I do have a question. When you decide to, or when you talk to whoever you have to talk to about everything, possibly though ask if it can be kind of outspread just a little bit more than just the college, like
Yeah, I have
students,
that down.
families, and
I
stuff
have
like
that
that. So
down.
I think that would help out a lot too, in a way.
Okay, I will ask if students can invite family members.
Hey, Lindsay, do you want to meet on the 23rd and we can fill the balloons and put them in a cooler or something so we have them ready for the 24th?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Do you for the public or
What's that?
I was asking, did she mean like open to the public or is it just for the
No,
school?
just like student families.
Yeah, like kids, like if you have children or like your parents, because I know a lot of you are younger than me and your parents might want to be involved in it. My mom might would show up to throw something at me, but that'd be about as far as it would go.
Yeah.
I
I
have
feel
a
like we had
17-year-old that
families
would get joy
before.
out of throwing balloons.
I feel
Well,
like we had
somebody
families come before. Don't you think we have? Hadn't we had families?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask. I don't know. But I will ask. And also, but somebody like Ashley, you know, her older brother might want to come back and say hi to everybody. He graduated from here and he's at ECU this year. So, you know, that would be a day that he could come back and, you know, see us
I
all
don't know why
again.
they would be against it. I mean, it's free marketing. So
Right, and it's like a trip down memory lane for some who have already been
Yeah.
there,
yeah.
and you know, stuff like that. And like I said, if anybody has children, I'm sure their children would love to come throw
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
at their parents. I know my kid would. So it's just a
Well,
thought.
if we had kids, the face painting part would be so fun for them. They love
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this is just not necessarily for this time, but maybe future, like
Yeah.
spring and stuff like that. It'd be something interesting to think of,
Mhm.
you know.
Okay, I will definitely ask and I will ask if we can get permission to do a 50-50 at the Oktoberfest and ask if students can bring family members. And oh, never mind.
If we can't do the 50-50 at Oktoberfest, like at the fall festival, can we do that later on? Like, because some of us can sell tickets to family members.
Yeah, right.
So that would
Now,
be
I
something-
saw something that was kind of, I don't know anything about it, but I saw on my own personal Facebook page, a family member of mine who lives in a different state, they're doing like a sale of, you know, in this case, it's some sort of sweets. It's like a baked thing. But, you know, that might be something that we might be able to do is some kind of, I don't know how you could do a 50-50. I don't know how they set it up because we'd have to have a way for people to pay. Right, whatever item it is, you'd have to have like Foursquare or something or there, but. And there would have to be, it would have to be linked directly to the MCC bank account, which it's probably not gonna happen. But I don't
They're
know.
very
I'd have to-
particular. They're very particular on what they accept, you know, and allow us to do. So unfortunately,
So I have a question. I have an aunt that is an alumni with PTK. And she is very generous and wants to write a donation check to our PTK. Could she do that?
yeah,
Yes.
I don't see why she couldn't.
Who would she need to make that check out to?
MCC.
Would
Okay.
it be MCC or would she make it out to?
Well, if she makes it out to PTK, you have to send it to PTK.
But
Does
wouldn't it
she
have
want it to be for the Martin students or does she want it to be benefiting the PTK national
She wants it to benefit the students that I'm in
with
PTK.
Martin? So
ma'am.
it would be made out to Martin Community College and then give it to Miss Mary and she will deposit it in their account.
Yeah,
So when I give it to her, I just tell her it was a donation for,
PTK, yep.
okay.
So it wouldn't be Martin PTK specific.
No, it's just MCC because we have a code, account number. So anything that's deposited, we tell the bookkeeper what the account number is and she gives us a receipt with that account number.
right. So
we
like
know
under the subject line, you could just put PTK Club or.
Yeah, put it in the memo,
Yeah,
right? PTK Honor Society, right?
which our chapter is actually called Alpha Chi Gamma, but
Yeah. So, yeah, that's very nice that she wants to do that. That's good.
yeah, that's awesome. So is everyone in agreement that we want to do the,
Oh, that's I like that idea, Lizzie. Put the PTK ABG table booth near the arts club. so
yeah.
they
Yeah,
can
that way I
participate
could
in
switch, me and Ashley could switch between booths if we needed to.
Yeah,
that. Yeah, that would be great. So I'll talk to the literary club about that. They're right here.
Yeah, because
on
we
my
were
hall.
during spring, they were directly across from us.
Yeah,
On
they
the other
were-
side of the court.
Right. Well, we moved because we were over there, but then we moved because the music was too loud.
and it was cold. It was cold, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cold. And then we got in the sun and we were worried about the cakes melting. It was a bad day.
Yeah.
Okay, so to be clear, the fall festival isn't open to the public. It's just for the school.
Correct.
yeah, for right now, but we're gonna ask about that. So that's one of the questions.
Well,
we're
it
gonna
still
ask.
wouldn't be public. It would be like,
Family
family.
members.
It would be your family members or your significant other or something like that. I think the thing that they would be afraid of is somebody here who has like, 5 children and then they have an extended family of 20 kids and they bring 30 people. They don't, they wouldn't want that, right? Because they're giving you free lunch and whatever. So they wouldn't want you to do something like that. But if you bring 1 or 2 people, I think that would, we'll see. But I mean, I have to ask. I'm not going to say, I think 1 or 2 people would be fine, especially if they're children.
Yeah,
But, I don't know if that's okay with the college or not. So I will find out and I will post that on Facebook. And also the same thing about the 50-50. And so I don't know if we're not doing face painting then, I guess, because we don't know, because probably the student, do you think the students would want face painting? It would really be for little ones, right?
yeah.
So if we can't bring little ones, then we wouldn't need a tip jar for face painting, right? But I think a tip jar is a great idea, I'm gonna ask about a tip jar too, because even if they guess correctly on the questions, are you each gonna make up like 3 questions or something like that? Or how are you gonna do it? Because I hate to see Christy do everything and Lindsay is,
I feel like you could easily look up a sheet on Halloween trivia.
Yeah.
And it would have a ton of questions up there. Then you just need to make the note cards with the question. up
Yeah,
there.
you just buy the little index cards and just write
Yeah.
them down.
Yeah.
I feel like you
So
guys could
if
do
any-
that on the 20th too.
Right, so if any of you purchase anything, make sure you keep the receipt, write your name on it and give it to me and I will get your money for you, okay? So-
Is there a list of what everyone is doing, kind of? So that way I know where to help out.
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah, that would be a good way.
So
Okay.
I can write down if you guys want to tell me right now, and then we can post it on the Facebook page. Is everybody here
Okay.
a member of the Facebook page?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right. So I know Chrissy and Lindsay both said they were going to do the balloons.
And
Yeah,
the
we'll
paint.
do the stuff for the splash, paint splash.
Paint splash.
I don't know what else to call it.
All right. So we need someone to buy the candy to determine what candy goes in the jars to guess the jars, right?
I'll be.
Yeah, we'll get the candy.
Okay.
So Carson and Caitlin. So Carson and Caitlin, you want to think about different types of candy to put in the jars, like candy corn maybe, or the chocolate eyeballs, or so people can guess how much candy is in each jar. And then did we also want to give candy bags too as well, or?
I would
No,
just
you would
give them the jar of candy.
Yeah, you just win the jar of candy.
Oh, you win the jar of candy. Okay, that makes
So
sense.
is it gonna be individually wrapped candies or like loose?
It can be loose, I think, if it's in the jar, like the candy corn is in a jar.
Don't
Right.
forget jelly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
jelly beans.
And Caitlin, there's an easy way to be able to keep up with the numbers is to just take a little piece of paper and tape on the bottom of them so you know how many's in that jar when we go to do the competition or whatever. Because nobody's
And,
gonna be able to
Were y'all thinking like a big jar, then a medium jar, then a small jar,
They have to
kind of? Or
Yeah, what Lady Visa said, I wouldn't do the humongous pickle jars because that's going to cause everybody to go broke. I would do like little, the
that
little,
big.
Like
What do you
this-
say? The medium
like
size
a jar
jar?
this size? A
yeah,
jar
something
this-
like that.
Like this size? If Visa, is that a good size, do you think?
yes.
All right, so does
And-
somebody want to buy the jars then? Does someone want to be responsible for buying the jars?
I can get the jars if that's okay.
Who's,
Sorry.
Lizzie, you're gonna get the jar, so, okay,
can
so
get the
on the
jars.
20th, Carson and Caitlin, you're gonna bring your candy, we're gonna do 5 jars, right? 5 jars,
Right.
Yeah.
and get 5 different kinds of candy that won't be easy to see how much is in there, right? That, I think like those, even those, what are those little mini things, like they're mixes, like, Three Musketeers and Milky Way and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that,
the
they're little
bags
mini
from
ones, you
Walmart.
could stuff those in a jar too. So you wanna get like candy corn for sure, and maybe like those, you know, and then other things, like, but if you find like Halloween things, like if they had like licorice spiders, you know, things
Or
like that.
gummy worms?
Yeah, gummy
What about
worms,
small pumpkins? Like,
Yeah.
Small pumpkins, yeah.
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 Dollar Tree's got those little round ones. They look like eyeballs. They're wrapped in like the eyeball foil.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, those would be
Good one,
perfect,
too.
yeah. So things like that.
All right,
So,
so
okay, so-
Elizabeth, you're gonna get the 5 different jars, right?
And you can wrap them with tie them with twine at the top.
Make
Yeah.
them look nice and stuff instead of just jars.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right. So Lizzie, you're gonna get the jars, so 5 jars. So about this size, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks fun.
Okay,
then
And
we're
we
gonna
don't
need-
mind like running a game.
what's
well,
that?
We don't
Yeah.
mind like running a game. Like,
Okay, you can run the game, that's
Yeah.
fine.
And then we're gonna also need, which I may have note cards. I think I have some note cards. I'm pretty sure I can get some note cards. I'm almost positive I have a stack of note cards that I haven't used. That way you can use to write the questions on.
Okay, so.
Yeah, and
it's,
everybody can be involved with writing the questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Visa, what are you going, is it Visa or Bisa? How do you say your name? I'm so sorry.
Bisa, like Lisa, only with a B.
Oh, Visa, okay, so I was saying it right, I'm not. Okay, so what would you like, what are you going to do? Are you going to, what's your plan?
You told me to do something about question and answer, but I
Oh,
didn't know.
okay, so you're gonna do some questions, are you gonna do the community college ones or the Halloween ones?
I could do Halloween.
Okay,
So yeah, if you want to just go ahead and print them out and then have them ready, and then when we come here, everybody can help write the questions on the little
well,
card.
if you print them out, like, if you type them and print them out, or just bring them on a thumb drive, we can print them here. Then you
I can
Okay.
print them out.
Okay, and then we can like cut them and paste them or tape them onto the
Yeah.
cards.
Mhm.
That'll be faster than writing them, I think, right?
Mhm. Hard paper stuff.
Yeah. And so we're gonna have to keep track of, I guess, a numbering system for answers to the cards. So every card will have a matching answer card. Like
How
card
about,
one have the question, then our card would be card one with the answer, or it
yeah,
would be obvious what the answer is, because I don't want to be tricked.
I know I'm probably not gonna know the answers myself, so.
Just
Okay, so you're gonna do the Halloween ones, and then are we gonna mix in some about Martin Community College, or
We
just Halloween?
can.
Okay. So,
I mean, I guess we could come up with those.
what's that?
Oh, okay, we can meet. Sorry, Caitlin just asked a question. I was just talking.
Oh, okay.
I said we could come up with some of those questions when we meet if we wanted to.
We're gonna meet in building 4.
Yep, and if we want, we can meet in room 18 right beside my office. I'm not 18. What room is that? 20. Hold on,
26.
I think. Yeah, we can meet in room 26 because there's no one ever in there. So
11,
October
right?
20th, 11:30, room building 4, room 26.
So Ashley and Lizzie, do you want to do a few questions about Martin Community College then?
Sure. Ashley, did you want me to help you with that too? And we can just kind of email questions back and forth, or? All right, that
Okay.
works.
You know, you could probably go on the Martin website, and I don't know if there's a frequently asked questions spot on there. Or the library, I bet there's somewhere on our website that has frequently asked questions, and you could pick some from there. Or basic ones
Or
like,
just make some up from your
Yeah.
own.
like
your
where's
own
the library? What
experience.
building is the library in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
See, and I would lose and and I would not be able to throw a balloon because I can't tell you what the building numbers are, but I know where it is.
Yeah. Or who is the president, or
Yeah,
certain
what's the
things.
president's name, right? Or
I don't even know that.
see? That's
Not
what- So there you go.
Well, it'll be good. It'll be a good learning experience then.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so we're gonna meet on the 20th at 11:30. Is that what we're gonna do? Okay, we're
Yep.
gonna be building 4.
Room 26.
Okay.
Do
Building
I still
4.
need to post what everybody's doing on Facebook, or do you guys think you know what are you guys good?
I think we should create a list and post
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be like a good reminder. So everyone's like knows what they're doing when they
Okay.
arrive.
Yeah.
So we'll put a list out with the date, time, and location of the meeting with the list. And in the meantime, I'm going to request $75 for balloons and candy and what kind of paint
Paint.
is that called?
It's
Are
like-
we gonna use finger paint or are we gonna use?
I was going to use tie-dye paint because, to be completely honest, when everybody's said and done, I'm keeping my shirt, and I can get like Martin Community printed on it or something. You know, that's
The
a
only
memory
thing that
thing.
worries me about the tie dye is if we get it on our skin, we're going to be that color.
Okay. I mean, I'd be cool with that, but I know you might not be. So,
I can't go to the hospital looking multicolored. That's not gonna work for
no,
me.
okay. So,
So what, you're gonna
we
wear a
can-
pillowcase on your head and gloves up to here, right?
so
I'm gonna have
Christy,
on
me and
like
you-
6 turtlenecks.
me and you can get together and try to figure out what type of paint to use and do some research on what won't, stain our skin or anything like that.
Okay,
And we'll
I'll
just
just put
figure that
paint.
out.
I'll just put paint.
Yeah, you're fine.
And I need balloons.
Also,
So I
think
have
of-
candy jars, paint, and balloons. And that's it, because I think you said that you have cards, right, Mary?
Yeah.
also think of proper PPE.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Also think of proper PPE for the paint.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking about the safety glasses deal, like
Oh.
Like you can wear a regular pair, just something to protect your eyes mainly. That was something I thought about too. Like if you have a pair of sunglasses or something that's kind of gonna
I
cover
think
your
you
eyes.
can probably grab some safety glasses at the Dollar Tree, I bet. And
Yeah.
so just get a couple pair.
I have paint
Okay.
splash glasses. The joys of
Well, my
dating.
fiance is a log truck driver, so he has to wear them for to go into things. So I mean,
Yeah, they're probably laying all over your house like they are at my house.
Well, then
Okay,
y'all
so
can
you're
just
gonna bring
borrow
around,
some.
okay. Anything else for the list?
Did you write down jars?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Jars,
I didn't hear
candy,
that.
jars.
Sorry.
I have candy, jars, paint, and balloons.
you Christy, you gonna be able to get like t-shirts and stuff too, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Which I bet you don't have to, Miss Dr. Wyman, you don't have to give money for that because that's coming out of pocket for us to keep anyway. So
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, that's fine.
What we could do, Lindsay, is afterwards, we could have all the members of our chapter sign our shirts.
Oh, good idea.
yes, that
Fun.
was something
Great idea.
else. And
I
have our
actually just
professors and
bought
stuff do it too.
a white t-shirt at Walmart for $2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, well, I'm not letting this stay here. I'm taking it. But they had a whole bunch for $2 for a white t-shirt.
So
And
Oh,
see, I
yeah.
can't wear white for the very reason that I end up wearing everything on my shirt. So this will be perfect.
it's a fabric mark.
Yeah, fabric
Okay.
marker.
Mhm.
Yep, that's great. Okay, anything else that we wanna? This is such a wonderful experience for Ms. Carson and me, because usually we have not had this kind of enthusiasm about things going on. I'm sure it is for Carson and Caitlin too, because they've been participating a lot and nothing's just ever seems to happen. So
Do we
I'm
need
so
tickets?
proud of you guys and so thankful for you.
Who is doing shopping? I'll donate $30.
No, don't donate $30. You don't have to do that. Thank you, though. I mean, we'll see if I'm pretty sure I can get $75. So if it's not going to be that, I'll let you know. But I really don't think that students should be paying for anything like this. It's like,
Well, if it's not enough, let us know, because there's enough of us that we could probably make it work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
But thank you, Bisa. That was so sweet of you.
Yes, thank you.
Did you
I
have
think this is gonna be fun.
Did you have tickets written down for the 50-50 if we can do that?
I have that written down to ask permission
Okay.
for that. So,
Okay.
the ticket, but if do they sell tickets at Dollar Tree?
I think they're like the little, like the old school fair tickets you used to get where you
Yeah.
split them down the middle. I think they do. I'm not 100% sure, but I know Walmart does.
Okay.
Okay, because I don't know how much they are, but I'll let you know. I'm gonna send out an email as soon as we're done here to the people that will be able to say yes or no. And hopefully I'll know by tomorrow or Monday at the latest. So we should be able to know by next week. And you guys are coming up for fall break pretty soon. Just a few more days and you're on fall break. That's exciting.
Some
Halfway
of
through the
some of
semester.
us are not. I was looking at my schoolwork for next week. I have one of my classes that has 42 assignments due.
Oh my
my-
gosh. 42?
Yes, 42, my coding class.
Oh my gosh.
I feel you
Wow.
on that.
I
Isn't
just,
it medical coding? Or is
Oh my
I'm in
goodness.
medical office. I'm actually going to graduate with 2 majors. I'm in medical assisting and I'm in medical office administration.
yeah, that sounds about right. Coding.
Whew. Yeah.
Well,
Bisa,
I did record this meeting, so if anyone that you know of, the last meeting, I forgot to hit the record button, but it's been recording. So if there's anybody that you know of, I'm going to post a link on Facebook as well, so anybody can watch it. And if anyone you know that wants to come and join and help us on the 20th, bring them
Yeah.
on.
Please feel free. So what's your major?
I was nail tech. I did start out with cosmetology this semester, but I
Mhm.
would because I was having some trouble with the instructor. So hopefully I'll come back next August.
Okay, great. Okay, good. Okay. All right, so we will see you on the 20th and enjoy your break next week. And look on Facebook. We will be posting things out there so that everybody knows what's going on. And thank you again for your participation. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy. It's exciting. It makes me feel rejuvenated about ABG and PTK. So
I
I'm really excited for Fall Festival. I want to see how it turns out.
it'll turn out. It'll be good, especially since you guys are really active in it. It's going to be really fun, you know.
I did want to say that I was one of the first classes for the nail tech class for MCC this year.
Oh, you were. Wow,
Yes.
congratulations. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
It was hard. It was one of the extensive courses.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm so glad that you were able to get that done. Yeah,
Thank
that's good. So I will meet you all in person. I've only met a few of you in person. Well, most of you, I think, except Bisa. I don't think I've met you in person yet, but I'll see you on the 20th.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had one more thing
everybody
to add.
Okay, one more thing.
One more thing. Are we gonna do like a kind of like a flyer or something, like the college as a whole, just to kind of advertise it so people know that the Fall Fest is gonna happen?
I don't know, but I will ask the person in charge of it if he's doing a flyer.
All right, I
Yeah.
thought maybe that'd be important before we
Yeah.
all leave.
I
I feel
know,
like
it's
for
like,
sure they'll broadcast it through email and also on the TVs, but I don't
Yeah,
know if they'll, we
probably.
just don't have a lot of, students on campus. So that's the thing is,
but
One
if they
thing
do have a flyer, I will put it on my classes. I can actually do something anyway. I can put something out in the announcements of all my classes. Because I did something for the Literary Arts Club, they had free pizza and all that. So if they don't, I'll put something out, at least in my classes. So that's 140 students right there. So we can definitely
get the word out.
get the word out. So, and make sure that, you're telling your fellow students that when you see them or whatever. Okay. Anything else?
I just want to throw this idea out there. I know we just all received the email about the Christmas parade. I don't know if PTK has ever done the Christmas parade.
Ooh. Let's do
I
it.
have no problem doing the Christmas parade. I just don't want to do it by myself. So if you guys decide you want to do it, just let me know and we'll talk about it on the 20th. What do you guys think?
That sounds good.
That sounds good.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Good. Okay. All right. We'll see you on the 20th. Ms. Carson, do you have anything else?
no, that's it.
Okay.
I look forward
This
to
was
seeing
a-
everybody in person.
Yeah, it was great seeing you all, and it was a great discussion, and I think it's going to be a really fun Fall Fest. So thank you. All right. We'll see you on the 20th.
See you on the
Bye.
20th.
All right.
Bye.